Good evening. James Ziegler from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. The studio of Traces by ZNSTA. This is the research and development for these modules that are rotating in space. So this is the first live. I'm super excited to be here, like just blowing over with excitement. You can see the screens flashing around me and right behind me as well. Some of these lights will come through. It looks sort of like the aurora borealis, which wintertime in Canada we sometimes get some spectacular ones. Kind of sort of looks like that and inspires it. These are all coming from sculptures that I make, illuminating them, rotating them. Eventually this will be a public art exhibit. So love to show it. I've been developing some little shorts to give pieces. This is the culmination of that first level of research. And I'll just go over into the studio and you'll actually see what happens as I move these myself by hand, and I'll pick up one other sculpture and move it as well to give you kind of an idea of what can happen when this is open to the public as a show and you'll be able to come and participate. People that are close by me, the studio is open. I'm glad to have people come down and experience it. That helps me to understand what can happen. And let's take a little look. You see these sculptures that are moving around. So this one is the main one here. You can see it on 2 cameras. I'll just flash a little light right into the camera. But just as that rotates, this very simple regular form creates very irregular shapes, like you see what's behind me there. So I'll just let that one keep on spinning, and then there's another little one in the background here that does some very delicate little shapes that traverse over. The other way we can play with this is to take freehand one of the sculptures, and you'll see what happens is this. I take this piece, and this is what would happen in the gallery. There will be pieces that you can actually pick up. And from this, what becomes a very geometric, concentric circles, quite simple, but what it generates in space is completely different. It all depends on what you do with your own hands, how you bend and form it. And you can see on the green screen there behind me, when I put this purple light on it, you should be seeing the ghosts coming across it. That was a total surprise. So that's right back behind my chair, which I'll go back to in a moment. But you can see how it's dancing now in the light. And these amazing configurations, completely unpredictable. We just have the pleasure to sit here and enjoy and watch what happens. So there, I'll come back into the studio. You'll probably see a little bit more of that aurora borealis come along behind my head. And let those pieces keep floating. This will be a weekly event for me to do both filmed ones like this and live shows. We'll start to do some live streaming as we develop different sets with completely different sculptures and lighting setups, exploring these kind of modules, and I'm looking forward to people's comments to see which one they prefer. This will help draw the selection of what we'll build into the show. So thanks for joining us. Look forward to your comments. Cheers.